The following is a presentation of Big Polly's World of Sports Sims. I'm Big Polly, and I approve this message. Big Polly's World of Sports Sims presents the Hometown Football League using Action PC Football 2020. And welcome to another edition of the HTFL, the Hometown Football League. Today we have Denver traveling to New Orleans. Denver coming in at 1-1 on the HTFL inaugural season. New Orleans is 2-1 and has one of the best offenses in the league right now, averaging nearly 40 points a game. New Orleans is favored by 12, but that Denver defense can play with anybody. New Orleans will be the home team. I will be controlling them. We are indoors at the Superdome. Denver won the toss and will receive. It will be John Elway at quarterback today for the Broncos. Drew Brees, of course, for New Orleans. Mike Shanahan and Sean Payton are your coaches. Shanahan for Denver, Payton for the Saints. New Orleans in the dark squares with the goldish numbering and lettering. Denver in the white squares. Upchurch is the deep man. Drones and Little are the upbacks. And we'll get this game started. And it's going to be Upchurch who takes it 24 yards, 2-26. I'm sorry, it was to the 24. A return of 26. My bad. Davis and Humphreys will be your starting running backs for Denver as we set the Denver offense and the Saint defense. Smith, Taylor, your wideouts. Sharp at tight end. That's Shannon Sharp. Elway, the quarterback out of Stanford, who didn't want to play for the Baltimore Colts and who had a Hall of Fame career. Clady, Bishop, Nalen, Neal, Lepsis, your offensive line. For New Orleans, a good defense. Jordan and Johnson, your defensive end. Glover and Martin, your defensive tackles. Jackson, Mills, Swilling, your linebackers. Waymer, Robinson, Knight, and Myers, the defensive backfield that can be gotten to, but the Saints could also put up a ton of points to offset the shortcomings of their defense. 1st and 10, ball to 24. The give is to Davis, and Terrell Davis can get up and salute because he's got a first down, a gain of 11. I'll open up my Coke here for a moment. Give me a moment here. Jackson makes the stop for the Saints. 1st and 10, ball to 35. And it's to Terrell Davis once again, and TD picks up another 5 yards. Johnson on the stop for the Saints. 2nd and 5 at the 40 as this game just beginning. That is Humphrey who gains 4. And Denver wasting no time bringing in substitutions. They got Riley Odoms coming into the game as a second tight end. He's up on the top of your screen, number 88. Third and a yard, ball to 44. Give it to Davis. Davis has the first down, pickup of a yard. Glover on the stop for the Saints. I check my USB connection here to my headset. 1st and 10, ball to 45 now. Elway looks and finds that's Sharp.
Offsides, defense, number
and it will stand
5-yard
because
penalty.
Ricky Jackson was called for offsides, as you heard our referee explain. 1st and 10, the Saints now backed up to their own 39. Elway looking deep, and this time he was looking for Smith. Nalen was injured on the play, but he will stay in. Brandon Marshall's going to come in as a third wideout. He will be up here, number 15. 2nd and 10, ball to 39. And that's to Sharp and Shannon, as James Brown would call him on CBS. Shannon, now a commentator for the NFL Today, he picks up 18 yards. 1st and 10, ball to 21. The throw bonked off of Humphreys. He drops it. Now 2nd and 10. Elway looking. Can't find Taylor. You'll see there Lionel Taylor out of the New Mexico Highlands University or College. 3rd and 10. Still the 21. That's a touchdown to Shannon Sharp. So Denver with the 6-0 lead. Here's the point after try. That is by McManus, and it's good. So now New Orleans set to receive this kickoff from Denver. They have Atkins back deep, and the upbacks are Wilson and Dodd. That's going to be a touchback, 7 yards deep in the end zone. We'll set the New Orleans offense, Denver defense for you. We'll start with New Orleans. Williams and Muncy, Ricky Williams and Chuck Muncy, your running backs. Horn and Wes Chandler at wideout. Graham at tight end. Breeze out of Purdue at quarterback. Rofe, Evans, Goodwin, Nix, Turley, your offensive line. For Denver, Price and Doomerville will be your defensive ends. Smith and Tom Jackson at defensive tackle. Miller, Gradishar, Mecklenburg, your linebackers. Harris Jr., Wright, Atwater, and Thompson, your defensive backs. And on 1st and 10, it'll just be a simple straight dive to Ricky Williams, who has had a pretty good go for it so far. Let's profile him real quick. Last week, 25 carries, exactly 100 yards against Tampa Bay, and that was his best game. I actually thought he had some better games earlier in the season, but that was by far his best. A screen to Muncy on 2nd and 11. Denver showing blitz, so this is the perfect play call. Screens always work good against blitzes, and Nix will be out for a few plays. Dombrowski is going to come in and play at one of the guard spots. 1st and 10, ball at the 31 now. Back to Ricky Williams on a dive. And this time he has running room, but a fumble. And Williams was alert enough to pounce on it, his own fumble, and that's a gain of 4. They'll go Wes Chandler here on a medium hitch. Incomplete. Second throw of the day for Breeze, and he's not afraid to put it up. A 3rd and 6 now. Short hitch to Jimmy Graham. Incomplete, as Denver was playing deep, and New Orleans must punt on 4th and 6 at their own 35. So the game could get away from him here if Denver could get another score. Morstead back to punt. A marker down, but it is going to be waved off. That was a fair catch by Upchurch at the 17. So they're 83 yards away from the New Orleans goal line. 1st and 10. We have 8:46 left, opening quarter. Now you know the players. And that's a fumble recovered by New Orleans.
The previous play is under review.
We'll have a booth review. Stand by.
Upon further review, the runner was down by contact.
On turnovers, plays are looked at by the replay booth, as are scores, and they determined that the fumble recovered by New Orleans was actually the runner was down by contact. So the fumble doesn't count, and it's 2nd and inches at the Denver 27. The give is to Davis. He gains a yard, and that's good for the first. 1st and 10. We have 8:27 to go. This is Bobby Humphrey, and he gains 8 yards. Knight on the tackle for the Saints. 2nd and 2. It's going to be an end-around play. I believe that is to Smith, and Smith gains 14 on the reverse. Nicely done by Denver. 1st and 10 at the 50. To Davis. Davis with a lot of running room there. 13 yards. Swilling pushes him out at the 37. 1st and 10. Denver trying to jump out quick on New Orleans, but New Orleans with their offense is not going to be phased being 14 points down. Humphreys loses 4. Humphrey out of Alabama, he loses 4, blasted by Jordan. 2nd and 14 at the 41. Elway looks to Smith, and that's 8 yards. 3rd down and 6 now. Ball at the 33. Elway looks and fires to Taylor, but he only gets 4 yards. He needed 6. So they'll bring McManus on to try a 46-yard field goal. No wind here, so this will just be his straight-out ability. Snap is down. The kick is up. It's good. And Denver has jumped out to a 10-0 lead with 3:32 left in the opening quarter. But you get the feeling that New Orleans is just getting started. Atkins is 3 yards deep. He will down it. In fact, they will go for a long fly to Joe Horn here on 1st and 10. I get a huge chunk of yardage, but that was broken up by Thompson, incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Muncie on a screen again. This worked pretty well the last time the play was called, and that's a gain of 9. Mecklenburg on the tackle. Straight up dive play by Ricky Williams on 3rd and 1, and that's not going to get there. Gradishar came for it. Looked like Denver had 9 in the box, and that fooled nobody. 4th and 2, and New Orleans is going to punt. I actually accidentally hit the CPU button instead of the punt button. And Upchurch, a very nice return of 18 yards after a 52-yard punt, so the net is 34. And at 37 to go, it's 10-0 Denver, and they have it 1st and 10 at the 38. This is to Humphreys. Humphreys picks up 4. Humphrey, keep calling him Humphreys like the character from Are You Being Served, if you've ever watched that British comedy on PBS. John Inman played him, and that's a gain of 4 yards for Bobby Humphrey. 2nd and 6, incomplete. Elway was looking for Humphrey. 3rd and 6 now. We are under a minute left in the quarter. That's a 1st down. Sharp gets it. Gain of 9. Knight on the stop. Elway so far has thrown it 11 times. He's 7 for 11, 86 yards. And Shannon Sharp already has 4 receptions. 1st and 10 at the New Orleans 49. Screen pass, incomplete. Jordan batted it down. We have 13 seconds left in the quarter. Now a 2nd and 10. There's the throw, incomplete. And Rod Smith drops another one. According to our statisticians, that's his 2nd drop of the day. Could be the last play of the quarter coming up. 3rd and 10 at the 49. Incomplete. That bounced off Brandon Marshall. And we have 1 second left in the quarter, so this most definitely will be the last play, and I don't care what anybody says. We watch for a fake punt. Scarpito punts it 34 yards to the 15, and that'll end the first quarter. Not a good one for the Saints. They trail 10-0. We get the second quarter started. I'll just remind you that also up on the Big Paulie's World of Sports Sims video channel tonight, we have the latest OOTP Perfect Team series part. I erroneously said during it that it was part 46. It is actually part 45, where I put a bid in for a 2000 Mike Piazza. So enjoy all the fun there. I'll probably have to do a follow-up on that tomorrow while we record Indianapolis at San Francisco. That'll be the game for you next on most of these HTFL stations. Anyway, back to the game. We'll go Chuck Muncie on an outside run on 1st and 10. And Muncie picks up 2. Gradishar keeping himself busy. He makes another tackle. And it's 2nd and 8. We'll go Chandler, medium slant for the 2nd down play. Instead, it's thrown to Williams. He gains 7. And it's 3rd and a yard. We're going to do a hard count, and we're going to act like we're going to give it to Ricky Williams, but you'll recall the last time we had a 3rd and 1, it got stuffed. So we'll go to Joe Horn instead. And that's caught. A gain of 16 for Horn. And Breeze now has 4 completions out of 7 attempts for 44 yards. New Orleans has run 11 plays. Denver has already run 24. To Williams again. Sweep to the right. Looked like Denver was stuffing the box. 4 yards for Williams. Dumerville on the tackle. They had 8 in the box in this, as New Orleans was in a double tight end formation. They'll go back to a base formation, and they will throw again to Muncie on a screen. This will be the 3rd time he's gotten it on a screen, and it's still A very effective play, a gain of 7 yards. So Denver doesn't have an answer to Chuck Muncie yet. Muncie played on some late 70s Saints teams that didn't do too badly. 1979, they had a team that went 8-8 and nearly made the playoffs, losing to the Rams by a game, and the Rams went on to beat Tampa Bay and move on and give Pittsburgh a very tough battle in Super Bowl 14. First and 10, the ball now at the 49. We'll go play action to Grant on a medium fly. Caught, and a gain of 14. You see there against Tampa Bay, Breeze threw for 315 yards, 16 for 26, and had 3 touchdowns. Back to Ricky Williams on this first down play. That is a gain of 3. Second and 7 now. Move it up to the 32 of Denver. They go 3 wide again, bring Marcus Colston into the game, and we'll go to him on a medium hitch. That's caught. Colston has it. Smith brings him down after a gain of 17. And let's see what Breeze has in mind here. We're going to do a corner fade to Horn. Instead, Breeze runs. He gains 6. Right on the tackle for Denver. In fact, we will stay with a running game here and put Ricky Williams to use on, let's see here, trap right. And where Ricky Williams does not pick up anything. Loses a yard, in fact. Now it's going to be 3rd and 5. 4 wide. And we will go short hitch to Joe Horn. Incomplete. Tipped by Wright. But the MO here is to get points on the board. So Morton Anderson's going to come on to try a one from 27 yards. Wide right. Would you believe that? Morton Anderson, usually a very good kicker. He missed an extra point. Missed a field goal, a chip shot field goal against Minnesota in week 2 that would have won them the game there, and he misses a chip shot here against Denver. So they'll be calling for Morton's head here pretty soon. 1st and 10, Denver at their own 20. The give to Humphrey, he gains 3. Johnson on the stop. Humphrey is now taken out of the game. They go 3 wide, bring Brandon Marshall in. 2nd and 7. Cook in for New Orleans as a 5th defensive back. Elway to Smith for 17. Robinson pulls him down. And now it's 1st and 10 at the 40. To Humphrey. Humphrey picks up 3. Robinson hurt on the play. And he will walk off. Going to be a 2nd and 7 now. Elway throws, incomplete, looking for Sharp. Robinson comes back in. He went out for 1 play and 1 play only. 3rd and 7 now at the 43. Elway, a gain of a yard as he threw to Taylor underneath. Cook got him, and now, barring a turnover or trickeration, Denver will punt it to New Orleans. 4th and 6, we set up for the regular punt, and we'll look for a return, try to make something happen here. And a nice return. Well, don't get any nicer than that. Touch. A return of 18. Roby made the tackle for Denver. The ball was loose. Dodd picked it up after he returned it 18 yards. So move the ball to the 31 for a 1st and 10 with exactly 5 minutes to go in the half. It's 10-0 still Denver. We'll go Colston on a medium slant. That's caught. That's a first. 14 yards. Smith makes the stop for Denver. So Denver has done a good job keeping New Orleans grounded. They have 112 yards, New Orleans does, to Denver's 167, but New Orleans has run 20 plays and Denver has run 29. To Horn, medium out. Incomplete. Looked like Horn got tangled up with Louis Wright, but no flag on the play. We'll go Williams on a pitch right on second down. I was going to try to do a screen, actually. Harris knocks him out of bounds after a gain of 4 yards. To Chandler on a short hitch. 3rd and 6, but that's incomplete. So this New Orleans defense being stymied by the New Orleans offense being stymied by the Denver defense here early on. The ball at the 49 will be a sideline punt for Morstead. Trying to get it inside the 20. He does. It's out of bounds at the 14. 3:16 left to go in the first half. It's still 10-0 Denver. 1st and 10. Gain of 5 yards for Davis. Trapped left. Myers on the stop. Makes it now 2nd and 5. Davis again. He's short by a foot of the first down. Swilling made the stop. 3rd and inches. See what happens here. Davis close to the line of scrimmage. Short by a few inches of the first down. And the Saints are going to call a timeout, which you don't usually see. They usually like to save timeouts for offense, but maybe the Saints have something up their sleeves here. Punt return. And that's a nice return by Dodd of 11 yards after the punt for Scarpito in 47. 3 wide in the game for New Orleans, and they will go long to West Chandler. A sack.
Encroachment defense, number 58, 5-yard penalty.
The reason why they got the sack is because Doomerville got happy feet, and that's offsides. 2-minute warning, it's 10-0 Denver. Now a 1st and 5 play. How about a quick hitch to Jimmy Graham here? Instead, it's a dump off to Williams. Williams has the first. They'll hurry to the line, no huddle, and go to Chandler on a medium hitch. 1:53 left. That's caught. A gain of 12. Saints with 2 timeouts left, so they will want to keep them. Again, no huddle to Graham, short out. That's caught.
Grabbing the face mask.
And it's going to be 15 more.
Number 20, 5-yard penalty, automatic, 1st down.
As Louis Wright gets called for a face mask grab, which is actually going to be a 5-yard penalty or a 15? Well, the ball's at the 26 now. We'll just have to rely on you all replaying that back to get an accurate gauge. Sometimes I miss things doing these games. Medium hitch to Chandler. 1:14 left. Incomplete. They'll go to Williams this time on a draw, 2nd down. And Williams gains 4, but there was a whistle before the play that negated the play. 2nd and 10. Back to Chandler, medium slant. Incomplete, bounced off of somebody.
Repeat, 2nd down.
And we will play 2nd down a 3rd time, as there was offsetting penalties. Base formation will go to Muncie on a screen. That play has been working very well for the Saints. That's Muncie's 4th catch for 36 yards. And now New Orleans uses their 2nd timeout. They have 1 remaining. Denver still with 2. 55 seconds left to go. We'll go a zone seam to Ricky Williams on 3rd and 2. Incomplete. And again, Morton Anderson comes on to try a field goal from short distance. This from 35. And he's got that one, and it's 10-3 with 48 seconds left in the half. Upchurch back for Denver. It's a touchback. 1st and 10 at the 20. See if Elway will want to do something here. He rolls to his right, and that's going to be a big gain of a play to Sharp. And Sharp has 107 yards receiving already, and we're not even at halftime yet. That was a gain of 43. Move that to the 37 of the Saints. First and 10. Elway runs. He gains 10 and gets the first down. Denver uses their last timeout, so they're going to kick right here and now. McManus will try a field goal from 44 yards. It's good. And Denver now with a 13-3 lead with 16 seconds left in the half. And here's the kickoff. That'll be a touch. New Orleans, I don't think, has anything to lose because I think they get the ball back to start the second half. They still have one timeout. We will go bomb fly to Joe Horn, if I ever call it. And that's a run and a catch for 44 yards. And there's going to be 4 seconds left. New Orleans calls timeout. That was a throw to Chandler. And Chandler ran at 44 yards all the way to the Denver 36. Chandler has 2 catches for 56 yards. Anderson's going to come on, and he will try one from 53. Last play of the half. And that's good. So, in the last minute or so of the game, we've had 3 field goals. And after the end of the half, it is Denver 13, New Orleans 6. And welcome back to the second half of play. New Orleans with a 13-6 deficit. Denver has 230 yards of total offense. New Orleans with a $192. They have come back a little bit after being dominated in most of the first half by Denver. Denver has run 34 plays. New Orleans has run 30. My pick for offensive standout of the first half would be Shannon Sharp, 5 catches for 107 yards. New Orleans gets the ball to start the second half. We have Atkins back deep, and it's going to be another touchback. So the kicking games for each team kind of benefiting from the turf and the no-wind conditions here at the Superdome, virtually. First and 10 for New Orleans as they need a touchdown to pull level. We'll go Muncie on a dive. Try to throw everybody off that way. And Chuck Muncie, with that low center of gravity, he's got 8 yards. He's only 6'3". I always thought Chuck Muncie was a bit shorter, out of California. Now a 2nd and 2. We'll go to Chandler. Short hitch. That's caught. A gain of 9 before Harris brought him down. This time Ricky Williams will get it, trap left. Busted play it looked like. Yes, it was. A loss of a yard. And New Orleans should get high marks for only losing a yard on that kind of play. It's going to be 2nd and 11. Colston, medium out. Instead, it's a dump off to Williams. Williams gains 8. Gradishar on the tackle for the Broncos, who lead 13-6 and await this 3rd and 3 play. We'll put a man in motion, short pass, Horn.
Holding offense, number 55, 10-yard penalty.
And that was a disaster of a play for the Saints. Penalty will be declined as there was a 2-yard loss as Von Miller came up and sacked Drew Brees. And it'll be 4th and 5. They'll bring Morstead in to punt from the 42. Upchurch took it from his 8 and returns it 11 to the 19. 11:43 left in the third quarter. It's 13-6 Denver. 1st and 10. And Elway's going to run. But he fumbles. Recovered by the Saints. But it's going to be looked at.
The ruling on the field is confirmed.
And this time, the Saints do get the ball back. That's the first turnover of the game, and it goes Denver's way, favoring New Orleans. With the ball to 21, we'll go play action medium pass to Wes Chandler. Try to get the quick six here. Incomplete. Harris jumped the route for the Broncos. We'll go pitch right, Chuck Muncie, number 46. No gain, 3rd and 10. Field goal would be from 38 yards here for Anderson. He's got a 72% accuracy rate from this distance. Medium out to Colston on 3rd and 10. Caught, but short of the first by Wes Chandler. A gain of 7. So Anderson will come on and try a field goal from 31. He's got it. It's 13-9. You heard my cough, I apologize. 10:03 to go, 3rd quarter. Upchurch back deep for the Bronx. Taken inside his goal line. 25-yard return to the 23. So he was 2 yards deep, returned it, and they gained a few yards on the non-touchback. 1st and 10 at the 23, as we were saying. It's a give to Davis. Davis with a 4-yard gain. Pat Swilling makes the tackle for the Saints. Now it's going to be 2nd down and 6 at the 27. Elway to the sidelines for Lionel Taylor, and he gains 14 yards. Move it out to the 41-yard line, actually, is where they're going to mark it. That was Waymer who brought him down. 1st and 10. The give to Terrell Davis, and TD has himself 4 more yards. He's at 10 carries for 49 yards on the day. As a team, Denver has 19 carries for 93. They have now run 38 plays to New Orleans' 37, so that's evening up. Here's the 2nd down play, 2nd and 6. Swilling tackles Humphrey at the line. I keep wanting to call him Humphreys. 3rd and 6 at the 45 now. Draw play to, let's see, who was that? Davis and Cook on the stop. Now it's 4th and 3. Here's your punt. We'll set up for the return. They go for the corner. It's out of bounds at the 15. No return. Now Scarpito with a 37-yard punt, but more importantly, it lands inside the 20. So the Saints get it back. They trail by 4 now, 13-9. 6:16 left in the 3rd quarter in a game where a lot of people thought there were going to be more touchdowns, but instead we have had 5 field goals in this game. In fact, we have had 5 field goals in a row. Medium slant to Wes Chandler on 1st down. That's caught. And that's a gain of 18. Breeze is 17 for 26 for 214. No turnovers, but no touchdowns. How about Horn on a medium fly? A fumble recovered by Denver. And Denver's going to keep it.
10-yard penalty.
Holding penalty will be declined, and that gives Denver the ball at the 29 of the Saints. 1st and 10. To Davis. Davis straight ahead for 7. We have had 5 straight field goals in this game, so a 7 here for Denver would be huge. 2nd and 3 at the 22. Humphrey, 1st down, gain of 8. Standout out of the University of Alabama in the 80s. And I believe this is the best game he has had running the ball. He ran at 21 yards against Kansas City, and he already has today more than that, I'm sure. 1st and 10 at the 14. The give to Humphrey. Humphrey has 3 yards. He has 29 yards on the day. So this is the season high for him, which wasn't too tough to beat, considering he really didn't get used in the first 2 Denver games. 2nd and 7 at the 11. This time to Davis. Davis has himself 6. Terrell Davis puts Denver up 10. About to be 11. Good by McManus. And the PAT makes it 20-9 Denver with 2:58 to go. Atkins again back deep, and Atkins again will have to take a knee in the end zone. 2:58 left. I think Denver's going to pin their ears back and watch those passes. So Ricky Williams is going to run the ball. We have a marker down.
Offsetting penalties.
It's going to come back.
First down.
Offsetting penalties is going to wipe out a 7-yard gain by Ricky Williams. We go to Chuck Muncie, off tackle right. Another marker down.
Encroachment defense. Number 58. 5-yard penalty.
That goes New Orleans' way, a 5-yard penalty. We have had only 5 penalties the whole game. 1st and 5 at the 25 now. How about Graham, play action, medium cross? That's caught. Graham picks up 12. He needed 5. And the play fake, a good one by Breeze. It's a first down. We'll go back to Ricky Williams, trap right. Ricky's got 3. Atwater comes up and lowers the boom on him. Steve Atwater. 40 plays called for New Orleans, 44 for Denver as we near the end of the third. Joe Horn, short slant. It's there, and it's good for 17. And it was Louis Wright, who makes the stop for Denver. At 1st and 10 now for the Saints. They trail by 11, so they need some good things to happen, not just a good thing. Muncie gains 5 on the pitch right. And 30 seconds left. This will be the end of the third quarter. It's Denver 20, New Orleans 9. We start the fourth quarter. New Orleans came in with a 39-point offensive average. They have only scored 9 to this point against the Denver Broncos, who give up about 20 points a game. The first 2 games they have played 1 game less this season because they have already had their bye week. A 2nd and 5 to Muncie on a screen pass. That has worked so well for New Orleans in this game. And it doesn't work that time. And Price was hurt for Denver. Undisclosed injury, but he will stay in at defensive end. 3rd and 5 now for the Saints. They'll go Horn, short slant. And it is a dump off to Graham, who gains 9.
Ineligible man downfield.
But that's going to come back.
Number 68, 5-yard penalty.
Turley gets called for being ineligible downfield. And it's going to be 3rd and 10 yards to go. Medium pass to Horn to get the first. Not there. Morton Anderson is 19% from 60 yards, but we're not going to risk that. We'll pooch it with Morstead. And Upchurch took it at the 3, returned it 11 yards to the 14. We have 14:33 left in the fourth. It's 20-9 Denver. Here's your 1st and 10 play to Bobby Humphrey. He gains 3. Swilling on the stop. 2nd and 7 at the 17. Elway with a quick pass, but Jordan got a finger on it. Incomplete. 3rd and 7. Big exhortation of defense from this Superdome crowd, but it doesn't work on that play as Humphrey picks up 8 on a pass from Elway, and Elway now 12 for 21, 169. That's 2 catches for Humphrey for 18 yards. 1st and 10, ball at the 25, back to Humphrey again. He has been a big difference for Denver in this game, and he picks up 4 yards. He's at 11 carries for 36. 2nd and 6 at the 29. Sharp picks up another big catch, 17 yards. Knight makes the stop for the Saints, who need a good stop here, or 2. 1st and 10 at the 46. They give it to Humphrey again. He gains 3. Jordan on the stop. Now a 2nd and 7. Move it up to the 49. Elway was flushed out of the pocket, tried to throw a screen to Humphrey, but that falls incomplete. Glover pursued Elway and disrupted that play. A 3rd and 7 at the 49. Elway in the pocket. He throws. Sharp was the intended receiver, but incomplete as Waymer jumped the route and interfered with the delivery. So now, New Orleans has to watch for a fake punt from around here, 49 in Denver. Coffin corner punt. Out of bounds at the 12, a 39-yard punt for Scarpito. Another punt inside the 20. Outstanding work from Scarpito today for the Broncos. 10:44 left. Don't think the Saints are going to panic yet. Short pass to Muncie out of a double tight end set. He's got it. And a gain of 8. Von Miller makes the stop. It'll be 2nd and 2 at the 20. Play action. We got nothing to lose trying a long bomb out of this formation to Horn. Instead, it's a dump off to Williams, who gains 5. Randy Gradishar made the tackle. 1st and 10, the ball now at the 25-yard line. Off tackle right, Ricky Williams. And Ricky doesn't lose that number. He gains 7.
Defense. Number 90, 5-yard penalty.
Play will come back as Price is called for offsides, and New Orleans would rather have a 1st and 5 as opposed to a 2nd and 3. To Colston, medium hitch. That's caught. A gain of 14. Now the Saints are going to do a wide receiver screen, and they will go to Wes Chandler with it. That's good, and a gain of 8. Breeze hit after the throw, but no penalty called. Base formation, but we're going to set up a play action here to Chandler. Breeze is running. Gain of 7, but
holding offense.
It comes back.
73, 10-yard penalty.
The first down will be a 2nd and 12 now. Horn, medium out. Incomplete. 7:24 left. Getting to be desperation time for the Saints. Medium hitch to Jimmy Graham. Incomplete. Breeze, 36 passes. He's completed 23 for 278. They have 50 plays. Denver has 52 plays. New Orleans is going to punt here with Morstead and hope they can get a 3 and out. Upchurch gains 7 from the 11. Mark it at the 18. They lead 20-9 with 7:13 left in the 4th quarter. I said Denver needs a 3, not Denver, but New Orleans needs a 3 and out. Myers was hurt on the play. So the defensive backfield is now Raymer, Robinson, Knight, and Atkins. 2nd and 11, ball to 17. Humphrey again, he gains 3. Atkins on the stop. Now a 3rd and 8. Can they stop him here? They cannot. Sharp makes the catch, and that's 7 catches for him today for 132. New Orleans is going to challenge the spot, but it stands.
Will be charged.
And now the Saints fall deeper and deeper into the abyss. They trail by 11. They need a stop. Davis, 5 yards. Jordan on the tackle. 2nd down and 5. Davis, 3 yards. Jackson on the stop. 3rd and 2. Davis, stuffed.
Offsides.
But they blow it with a penalty.
94, 5-yard penalty.
Jordan gets called for a defensive offsides. 1st and 10 Denver. Now 4:37 to go. 1-yard gain for Davis. 2nd and 9. Swilling made that last tackle. Davis again, no gain. Johnson makes the tackle. They bring Clinton Portis in. Clinton Portis, number 26, has come into the game to spell Davis. 3rd and 9. Elway throws. Another 1st down. And Shannon Sharp picks up 15 more. Saints have 2 timeouts. They're not going to use one here, but they're getting close to the point where they're going to have to use one. Here's your first down play to Humphrey. Humphrey with 2 yards. Now the Saints are going to call timeout with 2:11 to go. Second down and 8. A fumble recovered by New Orleans. Elway threw it to Sharp. Got hammered by Knight, and Knight coughed the ball loose. Ricky Jackson scooped it up for the Saints, and Sharp, with his 9th catch of the day, will probably regret catching that one. He's got 159 yards receiving, by the way. 2:03 to go, and New Orleans can get one play in here before the 2-minute warning, a bomb to Chandler. Instead, it's a dump off to Graham. He gains 9, and we're at the 2-minute warning. Saints have 1 timeout left. Denver has all 3, should they need them. Motion, medium out to Martin on 2nd and a yard. Breeze, forced out of the pocket, throws, it's caught by Martin,
defense.
And that's going to hold up.
5-yard penalty.
The penalty against Smith, and Breeze has another 300-yard passing game. But the Saints only have 9 points to show for it. Medium out to Wes Chandler. Caught, and a touchdown. 49-yard strike. Chandler from Breeze, and it's 20-15. They'll go for 2 here. They'll go full house, and they're going to look for somebody to run the ball. And they're going to bring in George Rogers on a dive. He was a standout in the early 80s out of South Carolina. It's good for 2. And it's 20-17. We have 1:34 left, and I think everybody at the Superdome knows what's coming. Time to put a little tap on the football. It's onside kick time. Let's see what happens. Recovered by Denver. Decker recovered it for the Broncos. He gained 3 yards on the return, such as it was. And now Denver could pretty much run the clock out here with 1:24 left. Saints are going to drop another one at home. They lost to the Vikings 2 weeks ago. Here's your 1st and 10 play for Denver. And barring another turnover, they should be home free. Saints will use that last time out. 1:20 to go. 2nd and 10 at the 45. They give it to Davis. Davis stuffed behind the line for a loss of 2, which is a good way for Pat Swilling to get his 10th tackle of the day. 3rd and 12. Clock running. Elway's going to throw. He threw it to Smith, but that's going to run the clock out. I would think 29 seconds left. This should not count. We'll set up a return just in case. And that's your game. They did get the punt off, but time ran out. And Scarpito went for the sideline with it, and he knocked it out of bounds at the 9. And Denver has won. They go to 2-1 on the year. New Orleans will fall to 2-2. They win 20-17. A close one. And look how close it was. The total offense, Denver 370, New Orleans 378. Denver only went to the red zone 1 time, and they got a touchdown off of it. New Orleans went 3 times, got 2 field goals. Time of possession about even, 32-28. Denver had 5 runs of 10 yards or more. The Saints had 2 25-yard passes or more, including that Wes Chandler scoring play at the end. New Orleans ran 53 plays. Denver ran 65. And they come away with the 20-17 win. You see it there. And we'll look at the player stats. I'm going to guess they give the game ball to Drew Brees, but if you're looking for one player who had a standout game for the Victors, I would say Shannon Sharp with his 9 catches on 159 yards. So Denver in the Upper North Division of the HTFL, not the Upper North, Upper West, they will go to 2-1. They'll be a half game behind Kansas City. San Francisco plays next. They beat Kansas City in the first game of the year, a Thursday night game. So if San Francisco wins, they will have the Upper West lead technically. And Denver will be a half game behind. New Orleans falls to 2-2, but they still lead the lower South with Houston and Jacksonville a game behind, and Tampa Bay, who has started 0-4, is just 2 games behind. So let's look at your upcoming games. They did give the game ball to Breeze, 26-39, 349. Indianapolis will play at San Francisco. Chicago goes on the road to play the Rams, or a combination of Rams, LA Raiders, LA Chargers, LA Dons of the AAFC. So that's a kind of a combination team there. Chicago is a combination of the Bears and the Cardinals, Chicago Cardinals. And then your nightcap the capper for week 4 will be Detroit traveling to Dallas. That's a Monday night game, but it will be unplugged, less commentary from me, as we will set up the automated commentary of Ben Curtis. Again, your final today was 20-17 Denver over New Orleans. This has been Big Paulie. I wish you all well. Godspeed to you all, wherever you are and whenever you see this. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye for now, everybody.